So I wanted to talk to you today about an assignment that I want to do with you, and it's called a culturalgram. A culturalgram was originally designed by a very smart woman to explore the lives and the experiences of immigrants. And I know that's not your particular situation, but there are a lot of immigrant families in your community. So I think it's something that would benefit us just to explore, your background, and if you're comfortable, we'll use this tool to get a better idea of how we can proceed in your treatment. Now, it's commendable for you to come to treatment and want to get help to better yourself, and that's something that's not very common in this community. So I applaud you for that. The culturalgram is it's roughly a diagram. And we're gonna explore a lot of different areas in this diagram. So the first part being your community, where you live. This is gonna be, not just the city, but how big it is. If it's suburban, if it's an urban city, we're gonna look at how long you've been here, and we're gonna look at what brought you to this community. We're going to look at languages that you speak in the home and languages that are often spoke in your community, and if they differ. We're going to look at your health beliefs. This is your belief about seeking medical care, taking medication if you're sick, visiting the doctor, anything traditional or cultural that influences your health beliefs. We're going to look at leisure activities, the things that you like to do in your downtime, and the things that your family likes to do in the downtime. We're going to explore your family and the relationships there and the dynamic in your home and within your family. We're going to talk about holidays and special events that you or your family celebrate throughout the year. We're going to talk about different rituals or habits or things that you do on a day-to-day basis, or even weekly, monthly. This could be things like visiting your grandma every Sunday or having a family dinner every Thursday night. Whatever ritualistic things that you engage in on either a daily basis, a weekly basis, things that are important or maybe not so important to you, but you still do them. We're going to talk about your interaction with cultural or spiritual religious groups, and what your beliefs are spiritually. We're going to talk about if you're comfortable, we'll talk about legal status, and we'll talk about a history of trauma if you're comfortable with that. There's other things that we can fill those gaps in. If you're not comfortable talking about that, we can talk about your values as a student. We can talk about your belief about education and how that plays a role in who you are and your place in the community. So we're going to explore a lot of things together, and the purpose of this is to help you see who you are in this community and how you got to where you're at. It's going to help you identify patterns in your family, and the strengths really are the primary focus here, to identify the strengths in you as a person, in your culture, in your community, in your family, so that we can build on those strengths and we can work through some things that might be a little difficult for you while you're here in treatment. So I'm really excited to do this assignment with you. I think it's an excellent tool that we can use. And if you have any questions throughout the assignment, just stop me and let me know, and I'll explain it to you a little further if you need that.